শুভেচ্ছা সবাইকে, আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি শাহজালাল ফুডস ইউএসএ ল অ্যান্ড ইমিগ্রেশন অনুষ্ঠানে। সাথে আছি আমি মাইনুল ইসলাম। আমাদের সঙ্গে আজকে অতিথি আছেন অ্যাটর্নি মিসবাহ চৌধুরী। তিনি অ্যাটর্নি অ্যাট ল মিসবাহ চৌধুরী অ্যান্ড অ্যাসোসিয়েশন। তিনি একজন পাকিস্তানি অ্যাটর্নি, সুতরাং আমরা তার সাথে আজকের যে আমাদের সাক্ষাৎকার সেটি আমরা ইংরেজিতে করার চেষ্টা করছি। সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, আপনারা জানেন যে আমাদের এই অনুষ্ঠানের মধ্য দিয়ে যুক্তরাষ্ট্রের অভিবাসন নিয়ে যে কোনো প্রশ্নের উত্তর আমরা দিয়ে থাকি এবং যুক্তরাষ্ট্রের অভিবাসনের সব দিকগুলো আমরা তুলে ধরার চেষ্টা করি। তো আমাদের সঙ্গে এই মুহূর্তে রয়েছেন অ্যাটর্নি অ্যাট ল মিসবাহ চৌধুরী। How are you? How's doing today?
Doing well. Thank you for having me on your prestige station.
Thank you. So my first question to you, can ICE arrest someone without a criminal record?
Yes, sir. If you go through the news, it's all in the news that criminal record, no criminal record, they are picking up people. They are even picking up people with expired work authorization. They are picking up people with any kind of minor, even they are doing their probation, or even if they have minor criminal charges, they are picking them up. Now, once they pick them up, it's not that they will not release it, but when you are asking me the question that if they can pick up, yes, that is what we are seeing right now with this administration going on right now, that they are allowed, and that's what they are practicing, that they are picking up people with a criminal record or without a criminal record.
Okay, what rights do immigrants have if they are approached or detained by ICE officers?
See, if any immigrant who is detained by the ICE officer, there is a certain criteria and a certain procedure that needs to be followed to get them released. There can have many reliefs available for different kind of detainees, like say maybe they have pending applications, they have pending petitions which are filed on their behalf, or they are already, so somebody is in the asylum status, they have already filed the asylum application and they have work authorization, or they have filed the work authorization and it's still pending. The extension is still pending with the system or not, and they got picked up by ICE. So there is a way to, based on these kind of reliefs, they can be released from that detention.
If they don't have it, so what should they
say
do
if they don't have
right
it, that
away?
means they are not here in status, right? So still when they detain them, they put them in front of the judge. They go in front of the immigration judges, and the immigration judges, and it's the job of the immigration attorney to plead for them that if they have any kind of relief available. If they do not have any kind of relief available, then there is problem, because then the judge will say that there is no way to stop them. But still there are certain applications like the asylum application, visa application, VAWA petitions. These are the applications which are self-petitioned applications or self-petitioned petitions. So which can be placed or filed in with the court system, and you can have a right to fight for your case in front of the judge.
I have a related question. What should undocumented immigrants do if they receive a removal or deportation notice?
Say these kind of proceedings starts with an NTA, notice to appear. We call it notice to appear, where it's kind of a charge sheet, that where they put in charges that, oh, you have done 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever charges are there at chargeability, and under this law we are putting you into the removal proceedings, and you need to appear before the judge or before the EOIR system or court system. That we call the master hearing, or the hearing in person or online before the judge. So you need to, when you go in front of the judge, you plead. The judge always gives you the chance. There is due process of law involved. So they give you the opportunity to plead, like, okay, these are the charges which are placed on you, what you plead to them, what you say, and if you have any kind of reliefs available, like we talked before about the reliefs. So if they have any kind of relief available, say if they pick up someone who is married to a US citizen. Now this guy, he said that, oh, you know what, I'm married to a US citizen, so I've still not filed my petition, but I'm eligible for that petition. So judge always gives them the chance to protect them, or gives them the chance to, if they have any kind of relief available, they can file file the petitions with the court system and fight for their case.
How important is it for immigrants to carry legal documentation at all times?
Okay, that is very important, and the ICE administration has also made it clear before also that what you need to do nowadays, if you are a green card holder, or if you have work authorization, or if you have you are a citizen even, I always recommend that carry the copy of the original green cards with you, work authorizations with you, original one, the EAD card we call them. And if you are a citizen, carry the copy of the citizenship certificate or the passport with you. So if you are stopped anywhere, because it doesn't say on our face what is our immigration status, right? So it is important that if you get stopped, you have the documents available to show them that what is your status within United States.
I have a question about asylum. Are asylum seekers facing greater challenges under the current system?
Yes, you can say that asylum is under a lot of scrutiny under the current situation, current administration, because they are making the criteria harder. Though there is no stop or no halt on filing the asylum applications, you can file the asylum applications, no problem. And also they are talking about it that, oh, maybe we will increase the time period when you become eligible to apply for the work authorization based on your asylum claim, but they have not yet done that. So it still stays there at the 180 and 150 days lapse time period where you become eligible to apply for the work authorization. But the criteria, the ground stays the same, but the criteria for asylum is becoming more harsh or more strict as compared to the previous times.
We are moving another part. How has the current Trump administration changed immigration enforcement compared to previous years?
Okay, now let me, and this is always my point of view. All the time, the people who are in the United States illegal or who become illegal, like they overstay or they become illegal or become a part of some kind of criminal history or anything, they have aggravated charges or anything. They go into the immigration system, that is the court system, and they get deported. It's not just the current administration. It has happened during all the administrations that if you are not maintaining your status, immigration status within United States, your entry is not legal, you have overstayed, and then you go into the immigration system, the court system, and they find you after years and years of litigation and all of going through the court process. If they figure out that no, you have exhausted all your reliefs, and then you cannot stay here, people get deported all the time based on that, or criminal charges or all of that. It's not much different from other administrations. It's the same process, and this is in our immigration rules and regulations, so they follow that. It seems like that they have made the criteria harsh, or it seems like that they have expedite everything, or they are deporting more people, but in reality it's not. It's the due process of law is there. People are put into the if they are put into the remote proceedings, they go before the judge hear the cases, judge plead the judge follow the cases, whatever you are pleading, right, and then they decide on the case.
Okay, unrelated question with this, how are those policies impacting Bangladeshi and South Asian immigrants communities in the United States?
Say it's not certain communities. It's not Bangladeshi community or South Asians or Europeans or Africans. It's not restricted to certain areas. The total criteria is, it seems like, sometimes it sounds like this.
ভাল লাগে না রোজ রোজ ঝামেলা ভাল লাগে না
ঝামেলাহীন নাস্তায় এই নাও শাহজালাল স্বয়ংক্রিয় মেশিনে হাতের স্পর্শ ছাড়াই উন্নত কাঁচামাল দিয়ে স্বাস্থ্যসম্মত উপায় তৈরি হয় শাহজালাল ফ্রোজেন পরোটা। শাহজালাল, ঐতিহ্যের অনন্য স্বাদ, বিশ্বময়।
চলো হারিয়ে যাই তুমি আমি দুজনে মিলে, মিষ্টি মিষ্টি আদরে ভালোবাসার চাদরে হারিয়ে যাই দূরে বহুদূরে। লালা
এভাবেই হারিয়ে গিয়ে ফিরে আসার গল্পগুলো বুনি শাহজালাল ফুড প্রোডাক্টসের বিস্কুট এবং ড্রাই ফ্রুটের সাথে। শাহজালাল, ঐতিহ্যের অনন্য স্বাদ, বিশ্বময়।
But believe me, it's not. So the criteria is that if you are maintaining your status in United States, and if your entry is legal, or if you are going through the court system and you are following the court system, if they decide that you exhausted all your reliefs and your appeals and everything, then they may deport you or give you the final deportation order. But it is not area based. It's not.
I understand. So, what are the most common reasons behind administrative processing delays?
Okay, that is a very, very, long-term question. The thing is that if you remember when pandemic came, right? When the COVID era came, pandemic came, and there was a halt which was created at that time for the immigration process, because people are scared, different countries, different people, they were trying to, based on the health reasons and all of that, they were restricting the process. So there is less entry into the United States and the process slowed down. So if we talk about, the delays in the administrative process, that delays goes back, relate back to that time, and it goes on, and unfortunately with other halts and with other pauses, with 75 countries pause and everything, it is further slowing down the process. It does not mean in any ways that they are not letting the petitions file or there is any stoppage on processing the petitions. The only stop, what is coming halt, is that the processing time has become longer because of that delay, which goes back to 5 years, 4 years thing. And then secondly is that the halt or pause they are talking about is about the final decision, and on the immigrant visas, which are consulate based or embassy based. So they are putting a pause on that to strict their vetting process, or to go their vetting process more strictly. Other than that, in filing the petitions, in processing the petitions, maybe it's delayed, but there is no stop or halt on that, on this, or even conducting the interviews. They're scheduling the interviews, they are doing everything, they are just putting a halt or a pause on the consulates and embassies immigrant visas only, where they are saying that they are going through the vetting process to make it more clear.
I have a question about passport or visa processing. How can applicants check the status on their passport or visa processing?
Okay, so you go to the USCIS website. We always mention that, DHS is the new name for that. But if you go, you can visit their uscis.gov, is the same website. You can roam around and you can see that there is an option available to look at for your specific kind of visa petition, that what is the processing time at different service center and processing centers. It's the timeline is different for them. Secondly, visa bulletin is very important. If we are talking about the priority dates, if we are talking about, my petition is filed under what time the petition is filed, under what kind of category that petition is filed, that determines that on visa bulletin, which comes out by the 10th of every month for the next month, is that time, that priority date is determined, that what, as per your priority date, what is their processing time, what kind of visas they are processing right now. But my advice to all the listeners, to all the viewers, is that if you are eligible, if you are current to file a petition, do not waste time and do put your petition in the system with the USCIS.
Thank you very much. What are the biggest mistakes immigrants make during immigration application or interviews?
Biggest mistake. All right. So when we start working on some application or petition, it opens the window between you and the immigration office, right?
Yeah.
And the thing I always stress on is that is the most complicated and difficult part. What happens is that we think that, oh, it's just a form, or, it's just an application. We can fill it up ourselves. We do not pay attention on each and every point, which is based on some kind of immigration rules and regulations, and which is in the CFR and which is in the INA. These are the federal registry books on which we attorneys follow when we work on these petitions. So one single no or yes can make your application complicated for you, or can lead to a denial or an intent to deny or an RFE, which is the request for evidence. Nowadays they are making it harder in a way that if there is any mistakes on the petition, they may not give you even a chance to make the correction, and they said, no, we are denying the application, no, you go to the appeal system or whatever, but we are not giving you the chance to make that correction. So it is very important. The most important thing is when you open that door, you don't make mistakes. Go to competent attorneys, go to the immigration attorneys who know what they are doing, and they can help you in these matters, because they are no more becoming easier for you. Second, in front of the officer, when you go in front of the officer, I always say to my clients that when you go in front of the officer, always know that he always knows about the questions and answers what he is asking you. Your application is in front of him. He has done the background check on you. He knows the background. So sometimes when they are asking you during the interview, when they are asking you some questions, they already know the answer to them. So being truthful or giving them the correct answer is the best criteria to follow.
So do you have any special idea or a special suggestion to the immigrant applicant?
So that's what I always want to say, that always give the right information to your attorneys, put in the right informations, correct informations on your petitions and on your applications, so that and provide them with the documents which are most accurate, the documents which are the supporting evidence in the matter that you are putting in, or in the petition that you are putting in. So the supporting documents are also very, very important. Clarity is very important. So always make sure that you have most of the documents available which are asked for.
My last question, actually. What message would you give to immigrants who are currently living in fear or uncertainty?
Okay. Everybody feels fear and uncertainty. If you ask me, that being an immigration attorney for so many years, or being a US citizen myself for so many years, uncertainty stays there. But the thing is that you need to be confident that you are following the law and you are trying to fix your status. Sometimes, unfortunately, with immigration, we get into the situations which are not asked for, right? And the best way is not to sleep on it. I have talked to the people who are here for so many years and they are like just sleeping on it. In the East Coast, I've seen a lot of this trend. In our beautiful city of New York, where you are sitting right now, or in the New York State, I have seen that concept a lot, that, oh, we have here for so many years, nothing happened, so maybe nothing will happen again. No, don't sleep on these things and be a part of because if you are planning to stay in the United States, stay safe and fix your immigration status. Try to fix your immigration status so you can call this country up.
We are happy having you with Channel I. Thank you so much. My last question is, do you have any suggestion for new immigrant who is come recently in the United States?
again, my suggestion is the same. If you are new in this country, follow the rules and regulations of immigration law as the first priority. If you enter United States on a visit visa, if you enter United States on an F1 student visa or any other kind of visa, work visa, please follow the
Right.
rules and regulations of that specific requirement of that visa kind, and you will be fine. This is the land of the opportunity, and it gives opportunity everyone to make their life better. So utilize that opportunity.
Last thing, you just tell something about our audience. I mean, Bangladeshi audience.
Yes.
They are waiting for this session actually. So we are making this show every week. So I want to ask you a question. If you have some suggestion for Bangladeshi people specifically.
Specifically, again, for Bangla, I know it's the biggest community of Bangladeshi citizens living in New York, living in New York State, living in the neighboring states of New Jersey and Connecticut and all of these places, Pennsylvania. I think so the best way, and this is my advice, when you enter United States, the first thing to pay attention on before even start making money, pay attention on fixing or maintaining your immigration status. That is very important. That's my biggest advice. If unfortunately you get into some kind of issue or problem with the immigration, go consult with the immigration attorney right away. Do not sleep on it, because maintaining your immigration status is very important being an immigrant.
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ মিসবা চৌধুরী। সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, আমাদের সঙ্গে এতক্ষণ ছিলেন অ্যাটর্নি মিসবা চৌধুরী। আমরা তার কাছে অনেক কিছু জেনেছি। আপনাদের যদি তারপরও কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকে আমাদের কাছে, আমাদের কমেন্ট বক্স খোলা রয়েছে। আপনাদের যে কোনো প্রশ্নের উত্তর দিতে আমরা সর্বোচ্চ চেষ্টা করব এবং আমাদের সাথেই থাকবেন। পরবর্তী অনুষ্ঠান দেখার আমন্ত্রণ জানিয়ে আজকে বিদায় নিচ্ছি। সবাই ভালো থাকবেন, সুস্থ থাকবেন।
ভাল লাগে না, রোজ রোজ ঝামেলা ভাল লাগে না।
ঝামেলাহীন নাস্তায় এই নাও শাহজালাল।
স্বয়ংক্রিয় মেশিনে হাতের স্পর্শ ছাড়াই উন্নত কাঁচামাল দিয়ে স্বাস্থ্যসম্মত উপায় তৈরি হয় শাহজালাল ফ্রোজেন পরোটা। শাহজালাল, ঐতিহ্যের অনন্য স্বাদ, বিশ্বময়।
চলো হারিয়ে যাই তুমি আমি দুজনে মিলে, মিষ্টি মিষ্টি আদরে ভালোবাসার চাদরে হারিয়ে যাই দূরে বহুদূরে। লালা
এভাবেই হারিয়ে গিয়ে ফিরে আসার গল্পগুলো বুনি শাহজালাল ফুড প্রোডাক্টসের বিস্কুট এবং ড্রাই ফ্রুটের সাথে। শাহজালাল, ঐতিহ্যের অনন্য স্বাদ, বিশ্বময়।